Alrighty guys, today we're looking at Zoo Tycoon, the complete collection. Do not worry about the black thing going around the edge of my screen here, that will be gone in just a second and I will explain that. But today what we're going to do is look at how we start a new zoo on here, and I'm going to give you guys some tips if you're new to the game. So this is the complete collection, which has got the dinosaurs and the marine animals as well. It's the full version that you can play, but some of the stuff I'll teach you today will work even if you're just playing the normal Zoo Tycoon game. Now if you do have the complete collection, one thing I recommend, you have options about the games you play. Now if you're going to go through all these tutorials and things, you know, you see you've got all different ones here that are open and available to you with different scenario objectives and things. That's all good and stuff. I'm going to do a bit more of a freeform game. You'll see we have a play freeform game here. You can choose how much money you start with, and let's see, you can put that all the way up to how much? Wow, okay, you can put this up to quite a lot. It looks like it's, wow, it's still going. Maybe there's no limit to this. Maybe we'd be here for quite a while. Okay, 500k. That makes the game incredibly easy. It says easy right there. You'll see they've got all these different zoos, and they're all like different themes and different styles and stuff going on. To me, though, the best thing you can do, guys, is go into the tutorials, go right the way down to the bottom, and this one here is unlocked. You see all these here are locked. Now, we don't have to worry about the scenario objectives. Okay, you can complete those if you want or whatever, but I'm going to hit play, and I'm going to show you guys why I like this one. So let's pause that. And also that that music sounded really loud. I don't know if that's just me. Let's just turn this down a little bit here, right? Because things get a bit crazy. Come on now, and then we'll close that down. Alrighty, so this is our zoo. You'll notice I paused it straight away because your zoo will of course cost you money to run as you go, and we don't want that. And basically this is what you start with, this whole thing. Now if you want to do a little cheat, you see my money right here is 60,000, right down on the bottom of the screen there. If I hold shift and press 4, wait, maybe it has to be playing. Let me just play this. Shift and 4. There we go. You see my money goes up. And it goes up really, really quickly. We're already on 1 million. Now, if you get to a couple of million, that's more money than you'd ever need on this game. So, I mean, you know, it's pretty good. Now, one thing to say. Let's say we built some fence here. Let me get, like, some fence like this, right? Let's just build up some of this here, and we'll zoom in on this fence. You'll notice now, if I do the money cheat, so shift and 4, the fence will actually start to degrade. So if you are going to do the money cheat, don't get any animals in first, or they will of course escape. But that is how you do the money cheat. Now we're of course not going to use the money cheat. Okay, we're going to play legit. But I just thought I'd show you guys that, because if you want to just like have fun with this game and not worry about making money and stuff, that is a way you can go. We are going to have a look at making some money then. So my first little bit of advice to you guys would be to get yourself a bit of a layout going on for your zoo, so you can plan it in advance and know where things are going to be. So I like to have quite a nice entrance area. Now we've got all the different paths here, and my favorite is probably this brick path right here, which matches our entrance. But this is 50 bucks a tile, and we don't have much money. 60 grand is not a lot. That'll go very quickly. So we use a little sand path here, and I'm gonna make it a little 3-wide entrance for now. And again, we'll probably like extend this and stuff as time goes by. But this is gonna be just our little walkway here for people to come into. Okay, very good. Now what I want to do is have like a centerpiece area. So we're going to do some terrain transformation here using this. And let's see, if we get that, is that a 5x5 centered on 3? There we go. So I think what we'll do is we'll just lift this up by like 2. There we go. So you'll see the path will naturally like go upwards and create little stairs for people to come up to. So we're going to make that there, and then I'm going to make like this a little 3x3. So we're going to make this one here as like a 1. Make this one here as well, 2. And then we're going to go back this way. So this is going to be the sort of center area of our zoo. Now, this is just me doing it roughly. I'm not too worried about exact dimensions or anything, but it's just a little area here we can have as like a little center point when people come in. We're going to go back here as well and make this one. So this will be like the busiest area of your zoo. As your zoo grows and you get a lot of guests in and things like that. Wait, where's that undo button? I went a little bit too far there. Yeah, as that happens, oh my goodness, I'm rubbish. You'll need like an area like this where you've got all your people centered, and you can have some things going on here. For now, all we're going to do is have a bit of path coming up like this. There we go. So this is like, as soon as they come in, they're going to go up here, and then we're going to have it like going around on these edges as well. Okay, like this. And then from here, we can, we can fill this in, make it a bit of a walking point for now, and later on, we can have all kinds of stuff going on in here. And I'm going to make this a little bit bigger because, again, we are going to get a lot of traffic through here eventually. So there we go. So this is just like for later. I'm laying this out. And then, of course, one thing you're going to want to do pretty early on in the game is get your first exhibit going. So what we're going to do, let's rotate around here. We're going to get some sort of exhibit going on down in here. Now, in terms of animals, you've got all different types of animals. Like, this is Marine Mania, so you can even have, like, whales you see here. The Loch Ness Monster is here somewhere because we've got dinosaur digs. This is a Bigfoot. So there's tons of stuff you can do. What I suggest is the zebras are a great one to start off with because they're only $800 per zebra. They're reasonably easy. They don't require too much. And their exhibit can be done pretty cheaply. So we're going to see that right now. We're going to use, let's see. What fence do I want to use? This fence right here. This fence right here is strong enough, and it allows the guests to see in without the zebras being able to get out. So it's pretty useful, a little bit of fence to have. Now, like this, like whole area is going to change over time, of course. So for now, it is what it is. Now, I always like to call them what they are for future reference when we're moving staff around and stuff. But yeah, so this will move over time and stuff. But for now, it's going to be good enough for what we need, right? Just guests coming in, looking at zebras. So in terms of the actual zebras, they like to live in small herds. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have 1 male and 2 females, and we'll see if that's enough. We're going to try and spend as little as possible on the exhibits, particularly during this early stage. So what we're going to do is give them a load of savanna, because I know they're going to want that. They're a savanna animal. I'm also pretty sure they're going to want a little bit of fresh water. So we'll make a little water area here. There we go. And just from experience, I know that they're going to want shelters. So this one here is 225, and it's a reasonably nice looking shelter. That's a bit expensive. Small stable. Now, they are like a horsey animal, so maybe that's better. If we give them that one, they might be a bit happier. I'm also going to take a bit of a chance here on the foliage. I know they like these. Now, if you go to the animals, see zebras here, it shows you here what they like. So it says they're the tall grass. So I just know that from playing this game too much. But yeah, so we're going to put some of this in as well. They'll tell us if they're unhappy with any of it. And we could also give them like a savanna rock as well. So now when I play this and we look at these zebras and get the zookeeper advice, if we click on one of the zebras to the zookeeper, it's almost well suited. There's not enough shelters. Oh, they don't like the small stable. Interesting. Oh, okay. Right, so we'll get rid of that. And they want a different type of shelter, so I was wrong on the shelter. I guess we give them one like this, maybe up in this corner here. And then we'll see if that's enough for them or not. There we go, well suited, perfect. So guests will now already start to arrive. What I do want to do is just bring this price down a little bit here, maybe 15 bucks. Now, this price is important because it'll relate to this, which is your zoo rating, which also relates to this. Your guest happiness impacts on your zoo rating. So we want to make it cheap for the guests to come in, and then we can increase the price as we get more animals. Now, in this section right here, we got things we can put down. Like, for example, we can have some benches for people to come in and sit down. And we can have some exhibit signs. The guests like an exhibit sign telling them what is actually going on here. So we'll have some benches like that, we'll have some exhibit signs, they can come and see the zebras. And what we're also going to need some staff. So we're going to need a zookeeper in here. And this guy right here, we're going to click on him. There he is. And allocate him to this. So now he's assigned to doing the zebras. And we'll give him a couple of assignments and things like that as he goes. So the zebras exhibit here, this is one that I'm going to be moving later. Because basically anything in this entrance, I'll make it a lot nicer later. Like, I just wanted to have this rough layout for now, so we know what we're doing. Now, in terms of your next exhibit, what I'm going to do is actually make it back here a little bit. So we're going to get our path like this. 1, 2, 3. I think that's central, right? If I was coming across here. Oh, hang on. Bulldoze that. And the reason I'm making it down here is to force guests a little bit to walk through. Okay, so it should actually... Yeah, no, that was right. To force them to walk around the zoo a little bit. Now, this will keep them here for longer. And the longer they're here, the thirstier and hungrier they get, and the more money they'll hopefully spend. So we'll come down like this. And again, this is all going to change later, but it's just a way of getting things going early on. Because what we wanted to do early on is make as much money as we possibly can. So if we have another exhibit here, let's have a look at the animals again, see what animals we want to get in. Again, we're going to try and go for something that's reasonably easy. And in fact, let's just put this to Zoo Tycoon animals for now. One of the ones I like to go for is a camel. So here we go, we've got these camels here. Now, camels, again, are very easy to set up. They're very cheap animal early game, so they're pretty useful. And you can theme it quite nicely. I just give them a little thing like this. Here we go. And they don't require much space. So this here will probably do for the camel. There we go. So camel. Camel. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to try and get away with having 2 camels in here. I'll put that there so the zookeeper's got the shortest distance to go between the 2. And I want 2 camels because if we get babies, you can actually sell them. So there you go, a couple of camels. I know they're going to want a lot of sand in here. And so selling your animals is just a way that you can make money. And also babies are cute, so hopefully the guests will like the babies. So we give them all of that stuff. Oh, that was a bit too much. They like a bit of dirt. Now, I know as well, let's see. If we go to the animals, they like the quiver tree. Okay, so let's go down and see if we can find that. Everything's really easy in this game to find and stuff. So probably 1 quiver tree is going to be enough. I'm going to chance that. And also, we're going to want to get them a nice shelter. So we'll put that one back there. They're also going to want a bit of rocks, no doubt. So I don't know if we do have desert rocks. Okay, cool. That's quite a big desert rock. They're only going to want a couple little things here, I would say. All right, let's see how they're doing right now. There you go, well suited already. So now I want to find my zookeeper. There he is, Mr. Zookeeper. and also give him this exhibit to look after. He's only got 2, so he should be fine. And once again, we're going to try and look after our guests a little bit here, give them some signs and things like that. So, and some benches and things, to come sit down. And you'll see the guests are starting to gravitate towards these camels. They will come and see what's going on here. So, it's reasonably worth doing, I would say. Now, at the moment, the zoo's going okay. The thing that we want to do is have a few guest facilities. Now, again, I'm going to put these down here so they have to come to them. I'll try and keep them reasonably close to what's going on, but we're going to give them one of those. And I'm also going to put in, let's see, a hot dog stand and an ice cream thing. Now, at the moment, this stuff is going to go here. But again, this is just a temporary sort of setup. But what we're going to have, so we go for a hot dog stand. Let's see, we'll put you there. We'll get a drink stand as well. And we'll have a bit of space, maybe there. And let's get some toilets in here. And maybe an ice cream stand in here. Now, if I get my path, what we're going to do is run path to all of these. Oops. We'll keep it with the desert path for now. So people can access them easily and queue and stuff like that. And what we're also going to do is get some guest facilities in here. So we're going to have, if we scroll down, let me see. Should be some, there we go, some picnic benches, right? So the guests can come and eat and enjoy. Now, we also want to make sure we've got bins so that the guests are putting all their rubbish in the right areas. So let's see, we've got a bin there. Let's maybe put one here, one here. And we're also going to hire a maintenance man now to look after those bins and all that sort of stuff. So you see we spent a little bit of money, almost 30,000 so far. But we've got 2 animals and we've got some guest facilities, so that's not too bad. Okay, so we've just had a little birth already. One of the camels has given birth. So if we zoom in and come down this way, then there should be, there we go, a little baby camel right there. So this is a baby camel. Let's see, it is a male baby camel. It still says it's well suited, so we'll keep him for now. And if it gets overcrowded, if they have more babies, we'll change that. Now, guests are already saying it's really good value here, so now we're going to put this up. We're going to hit them for about $20 to come in. And obviously, this is the main way, or one of the main ways at least, you're going to generate income. So we do want it to be towards the higher end of what we can get away with charging, right? Now, this is just how I like to have it set up. As soon as they come in, they've got the animals and things, which is pretty good. Now, I forgot I'd actually put the toilet in here, so we're actually going to bulldoze that. And we'll get a small refund on that. They've got the toilet and things here. And what we're going to do is put another animal in here. And that way, again, we're bringing them down to come and see this stuff. And we want to make them come through the zoo. Because obviously, eventually as well, once we start building more stuff, it's just good to get them coming down here, get them coming past the stuff they have to pay for and all that sort of thing. So, what we're going to do now is, I'm going to get a little bit of path here. We're going to do this one a little bit differently. So, we're going to go one like that, connect that up. So, there's going to be a little bit of a ways here. And then this will be a designated viewing area for this next animal. Now, I don't know what it's going to be yet, but we're just going to make it kind of like that. Is that a little bit? There we go. That's even now on both sides. Okay, so let's have a look through our animals. There's just so many to choose from. But I think a rhino would be good. It's only 1,200, and we'll only need 1 or 2 of them. So it's, again, reasonably inexpensive. Now, rhinos obviously are pretty heavy-duty animals, so they're going to require a bit of better fence. So we're going to go for this one right here. This is a nice-looking one, but also it'll suit the rhinos because they are, pretty strong characters. That looks a little bit off to me. Let me see if I put that there. Is that correct? Yeah, it does line up. Okay, so we go 3 out this way. We're not going to get 3 out this way, are we? No, we'll just go to there, and that's in the wrong spot. Like that, and here we go. So the rhino, I'm imagining that's going to be enough space. If it's not, we'll just make the exhibit a bit bigger for them. But there we go. So rhino, and again, the same zookeeper, I'm sure, should be able to look after this, and we'll put the gate there for him to have access to that. Okay, so animals, rhino. Let's see if we can get away with having 2 again for those babies. And let's see, we know it's a savanna animal, so it's going to enjoy a lot of savanna. It will want some dirt though as well, so I'll just do that for now. We'll start to see what it's saying. Okay, so the exhibit is not big enough. All right, so if that happens, what we're going to do is pause it. We're going to bulldoze this part of the wall, and this is why we pause it first. And we'll make it bigger for them. So let's see, we'll get more of this here. And we'll come back like this, and hopefully this will be big enough. There we go. So again, we'll call this rhino because it deleted that old exhibit. We'll put that down there. And we'll play again. Now, it still might take some time to realize it's big enough, so we'll worry about that later. So wants more foliage, more rocks, wants more savanna and less dirt, so we can easily rectify all of this stuff. Again, you see here, they're not too bad of an animal, expense-wise, early game. Now, they're going to want a shelter. So let's see, animal shelters here. I wonder if there's anything better we could have, but it's the expense of it all, really. Let's see if they're happy with just like this type of shelter. Yeah, they are. Okay, cool. Now, in terms of the animals' preference, they like the acacia tree. So let's see on the trees here. Acacia tree, here we go. So we'll give them like a little bushy area here, and then dot a couple of others around for them. Let's see, are they happy with that? No, they want more. Okay. Well, we don't have to give them just acacia trees. We could also give them... See here, they like this tall grass as well. So we'll do like a range of stuff. Okay, and that's too many. There we go. So it tells you, it makes it pretty easy as to know what they want. So they want dirt, and they want fresh water, and they want rocks. Okay. So in terms of rocks, what do we have here? I mean, these are the savanna rocks, I guess. So let's do a little rocky area here. Oh, that was too many. Okay. In that case, I'm going to bulldoze that and just spread these rocks out a little bit. Wait. I wonder if they'd like a mound. Nope, that's not for them. Alright, so there we go. Some rocks that they like. They also wanted a little bit of fresh water, so we'll take care of that for them. We'll just make a little area here for them with the fresh water. And they also wanted dirt, I think, right? So, oh no, okay. Make that savanna again, I guess. No, wait, savanna. Alright, let's see what it says now. Not enough savanna and too much dirt. Oh, okay. I think there's dirt under here. Do they want any dirt? I don't know. Alright, well suited for you. So now what I want to do is get to my zookeeper here and allocate him to that as well. Wow, the rhino gave birth already. That is insane. Okay, so is this now overcrowded? Apparently not. We've got a little baby boy rhino. There we go. So we're getting the babies in. Now, we can sell these later on as well. You know, and so that's the benefit of having it like this, rather than just having one camel and one rhino, which we could have done. This will be, you know, profit for us in the future. Now, guest facilities on the rhinos, we're going to go and make things a little bit nicer. So let's go to Zoo Tycoon, just to get this a little bit easier to manage. And what we want to do is get some of these things in. These are little viewing shelters. It's just like helps the guests to enjoy it a little bit more. These fit quite nicely, you see here. So we'll put a couple of those in, but we've also got the options to not have those. We'll give them some benches as well, so they can sit down, and an exhibit signs as well. Put a couple of those in, talking about the you know, the rhinos. Let's put a couple of bins in here as well, and let's zoom back out. Here we go. So now we have a decent little zoo coming along, and there seems to be quite a few guests as well. And I think now we've got the rhinos. We're going to put this up to 2250, and we'll see how that does. Getting the pricing as high as possible is important. Now it looks like our maintenance man is slacking a bit because this bin is already full. There he is. I guess he's on his way to fix that. Now the other thing we can put in: black rhino can't find any food. Okay, the zookeeper may not have got here yet. The zookeeper at the moment might be covering too large of an area, as he has to go all the way over to here. Eventually, he might have like 4 exhibits that are all a lot closer to each other. Where is my zookeeper? Let's see. Where did you go? I guess he's on his way there. What we'll do is we'll pick him up and we'll put him in. And hopefully he'll... There we go. He's feeding the rhinos. So early on, when you're saving money and stuff, doing a bit of the manual stuff like that can help. There we go. Okay. Now, the other thing we want to put in that generally makes a lot of money is a little gift stand. Eventually we'll have like a proper gift shop and stuff, but for now, one of these little gift stands in here would be useful. Now, I think what we'll do is we'll put this gift stand here, so that everyone in the zoo has to walk by this guy, right? It's a numbers game. This way we'll hopefully sell more gifts. And what is the starting price on a gift? $6? Let's go $6.50. It's a zoo after all. We can charge extortionate prices. Okay, so we've got about 8 grand. Oh, there we go. It's just tipped over to 8 grand for our little zoo at the moment. And what I'm probably going to do, you see the entrances here. This side right here is a lot smaller than all the stuff you can, like, than this side here. So I think we'll build our zoo into this little corner, try and turn it into an absolute money-making machine. And then once we have that, we'll start to expand this way and do it a bit nicer. And then we can come back and redo some of this stuff. So what I'm going to do for a minute is just sit and wait and see if my money goes up. And then we can do something with all that extra money. One thing I was about to mention that I forgot is marketing. So on the zoo here, we're going to do the minimum monthly funding for marketing. Just want to keep promoting our zoo, you know, getting some more people in. Hopefully that $200, you know, it'll earn us a lot more back. The other thing was research. So research here, you can choose the type of things that you're researching. Put it to all. You'll see there's a lot going on here. I just like to research everything. And again, I'm just going to put the minimum amount of funding into this right now because we are, you know, watching our budget. But it's $13 a day per each one, right? So $26 a day. It's not too much, but you know, I just don't want to spend too much, you know, and risk it. So yeah, that's a couple of things that I recommend you do, because obviously research you want that happening early on in the game. Okay, so although my money is not on like a lot at the moment, I have built an entire exhibit here, and I've also sort of planned out the next bit of the zoo. Now there's no animals in this exhibit yet. I was just sort of building this so I knew when I was ready to do it, and you can see it's just branched off from here. So what we're going to do is look to get the animals in, and we'll look to do some lions. I think they'll be good because hopefully they'll attract a lot of people. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll see how they're doing right now, because they do like to live in big groups. Okay, so they're saying too much savanna. Wait, too much savanna? Oh, okay, not enough sand and not enough dirt. And they also want a toy. Now, I did give them a toy. We can maybe... Let's see, this is all, like, other stuff. Would they want, like, a second toy? Yeah, there we go. And then in terms of terrain, they wanted some more dirt. My zoo is running low on money. It is indeed. So we'll just keep doing this until they are unhappy or nothing happens. There we go. And some fresh water, so we'll extend their fresh water offering here as well. Okay, they didn't want that. So how are you doing now? Needs more foliage, more rocks, too much savanna, not sand. Okay, I forgot to give them any sand, so we'll put a bit of sand dotted around here as well. Okay, is that enough? Oh, it's too much. So then in terms of the savanna trees and things, they've got some trees there. They like some tall grass as well. Yep, figured they might. So this is like low level stuff. My reason being the guests will still be able to see them. Okay, that was too much. And rocks. Now I've just been giving them these sort of generic rocks in this one, so they still like them. You can give all animals these generic rocks, I think. So let's see. Oh, we've got an excellence in exhibit design. Very nice. So it's well suited. That's great. So let's build the path here so that customers can get here. They're still getting here, but they can get here nicely. Okay, great. And what we're going to do is hire another zookeeper. So put a zookeeper in here. Wait, what? Oh, I can't afford a zookeeper. How much is a zookeeper? 800. All right, we're close. There we go. So, yeah, times are hard, guys. Now, he's going to look after those and those. And our other zookeeper, our zookeeper 1, let's see, camels. I want to, like, take them off of your list. Oh, no, wait, no, zebras. I want to take those off of your list. So, I think there's a way I can do this. So let me figure this out. Here we go. Click to remove selected exhibit is this button right here. So, take him off the zebras. So, now he's only worrying about the camels and the rhinos, so he should be able to get them, you know, well looked after. And the dude down here is only worrying about the lions and the zebras. So between them, they should be fine. Now, this is going to be a high traffic area, so we're actually going to like make a few changes, I think, to this. So what we're going to look to do is, now I don't know if I want to sell these. I mean, they are making me good money, but I feel like we can probably make more. One thing I really want to look to get in is we need 600 bucks for a gift shop, and I know that they will take a ton of money. You see the amount of people that are coming around this area. So if we have, let's see, where is the gift shop? Here. Put you like right there, right in the middle of it all. And hopefully this will make us a lot of money. And we're going to charge $11. Okay, because we need to. And now we've put the lions in, we're also going to... Yep, that's great. What I want to do is charge, like, way more. Let's go up to, like, 33. Because we need the money. 33.50 is where we landed. That'll do. So, yeah, everything's going reasonably well. We're getting a lot of people in and stuff. The money is low. But I played, the tutorial that I played is, or not the tutorial, the sort of scenario mode I played is a hard scenario mode. So 60 grand is really not a lot to start off with, which is why, you know, its funds are low right now. But that being said, I think we're going to be okay if we just wait a little while. I reckon our money will start going up. So again, we're going to wait and see how that goes and see when we come back if we've got a little bit more money to spend. Okay, guys, we just hit over $10,000 and our money is going up pretty quickly, as you'll see as I'm doing this clip. Now, I've had a bit of a change around, so let's zoom out a little bit and have a look at it. The things that we've changed are basically the layout. So what I've got here now is a restaurant and a gift shop. So we've got a gift stand and the little sort of petition restaurant things. Yeah, the little hot dog and burger vans and things like that. And it seems to be going really well. We seem to be making good money. The restaurant's not been down for long. This may be 3,700 profit. The gift shop, there we go, 340. Carousel only just went down. That's maybe 230. And the this is like a little golf putt thing. Here we go. And that's maybe 23. Again, I've only just put this stuff down, so it's going pretty well. I think we're going to be all right for money now. All the animals seem to be happy. Animal happiness is 98, which is great. Guest happiness of 92. And we've got the zoo now up to $41 for entry. So it's coming along. Yeah, this sort of layout, again, it's not going to be permanent, but for us to build money early on, this is going to be the way it's going to be. And we've got loads of room for expansion around here, where we can turn this into a real, like, area. And I think then once we do that, we can maybe have some other restaurants and things down here, and again make like another center hub. Now guys, this is a really old game, and I'm not predicting that loads of people are going to watch this and that sort of thing, but if you do like it, please do let me know. Likes and comments and things like that are really helpful, and you know, it's a pretty casual game and I do enjoy playing it, so I may do more if we get a good response, but I do want to say thank you very much for watching. Please do consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.